Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get those images from the Fresca ad out of my head. I'll give you updates next episode. Bye. God, those images are gonna haunt me forever.
A long time later. Oh, sorry. Hello, everyone. If you saw the previous episode, which was a long time ago, a few months maybe, give or take, you know that I'm trying to get a doctor to get this Pixar animated Fresca ad out of my mind. If you saw the episode, you know what I'm talking about. A friend had told me about a doctor named Dr. Doctor, who's a therapist. He's apparently the best doctor in the world, so I'm here just waiting. I've been waiting here for 2 hours at this point. It took me a whole month to get this appointment. Then it got delayed. So far while waiting here, I've seen an old man pull down his pants and say that 9/11 was a farce. Boys took a lollipop up his nose. He was already there for a previous appointment where he had stuck a candy cane up his ass. And a woman humped a table and crashed through a wall. So it's pretty normal stuff that I come to notice. However, this isn't going to stop me from making episodes. So with that said, let's talk about James Cameron, because why not? James Cameron is one of the most famous, influential, and successful filmmakers in all of film history. From The Terminator, to Aliens, to Titanic, to Avatar, the man has become a landmark in film. However, like all directors, he started off with nothing, and had to slowly work his way up to becoming the man he is today. Like, did you know he used to be a truck driver before he was a filmmaker? No, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Look it up. So today, we're going to look at the first thing James Cameron did in film, Xenogenesis, a 1978 short film made on a budget of $20,000. And brother, does it show. Now, I'm not going to bash this man's earliest recorded work in film. That would be rude and unfair. Again, he only had $20,000, which is a loss in normal money, but in terms of movie accounting is like nothing. However, what I will do is talk about the short by itself. No thinking about James Cameron after this, no thinking about the stuff he did before or after. Not letting my bias before the Terminator, well, not biased, everyone loves the Terminator 1 and 2 specifically, or my distaste toward Titanic affect my opinion of the short film whatsoever. I'm just thinking of this as a short film made with the blood, sweat, tears, and other fluids of James Cameron. Yes, I got that from Gravity Falls. Watch it, fantastic. Anyways, short film time. So Xenogenesis takes place in the distant future where robots exist. And I see the similarities. No, don't think about James Cameron. The world is in dire straits. So two people named Raj and Lori are sent to this ship to search space for a place where new life can exist. However, Raj is attacked by this robot which looks like the Hunter Killer HKs from the Terminator films. And by that I mean the first two. Have you seen the designs for these things in later movies? Like, this is them from the first one. Yeah, this is the first one. And this is what they look like in the later movies. Woof. It literally looks just like the most generic robot of all time. Like some kind of friggin' action shooter on Xbox 360 in the 2000s. Anyways, Raj is stuck dangling off a ledge while Lori, this character, attacks the prototype HK in this cool as hell spider robot. And that's it. Yeah. The two of them fight for the second half of the short, and it just ends. Don't believe me? I'm showing you right now. This is the short film that's just on YouTube. I mean, it's free game, I guess. And that's literally how it ends. Face the black. No ending. We don't even see if they survive, or who wins, or if humanity is saved. It just stops. I even checked the description on Wikipedia. Look, read this. The film ends with Raj still hanging from the ledge, Lori pushing the robot towards the edge with the robot fighting to not go over it. Like, seriously. This hasn't been edited down or anything. I'm not joking. And I fact check because I looked at other versions of other uploads of Xenogenesis on YouTube, and it's the exact same case. Like, it doesn't end. It stops. This is worse than, like, those most old movies where they don't have an ending. They just stop and then the movie's over. Here's the money. Go home. That won't give you your money back. So that's it. That's just how it is. Huh. So what did I think? What do you think? It's very bad. It's excruciatingly slow. The characters are as dull as the backgrounds and just stops out of complete nowhere. Like, this is beyond not knowing what you're doing when you're first starting out in film. Most people, especially from a young age, know that an ending is the most important part of the story. It can completely transform your perspective on the rest of the story. Most of the time. However, if you don't have an ending, you do not have a complete story. That's how film works. I'm not even 18, and I know that. However, it isn't the worst thing ever. Like I said, it's bad, but it's not inherently awful. Like, it's watchable. For a short made on $20,000, the effects on the robots and the set design is really impressive. Like, apparently most of this was shot in Cameron's living room. Again, look it up. Maybe the crappy quality is making this film look much better than it actually is. Like, it's blinding me or something, but damn it, I will defend this short film's effects. Also, the acting isn't bad. Well, little there is of acting, because most of the characters don't even speak. Then again, the characters don't have any character or personality or anything, so there's no point. But yeah, so the effects are fine and the effects are really good and the acting is fine. The rest of this short film, though, yeah, this short is pretty bad. It's very hard to watch this and not go yeesh. But then again, it's just with every single influential filmmaker's first work. Not even just their first movie, their first work. Which Cameron's first movie was Piranha 2: The Awakening, not The Terminator. So I'd put that out there. I mean, the set design, the effects, and the acting in this are all fine, but the story is unfinished, the characters are flat and boring, and the ending is disappointing. However, I will give it its respect. It single-handedly started the career of one of the most influential filmmakers in film history. And you have to start somewhere. Every director in film always starts with their worst work. That's just how it is. Except Spielberg. He started off with Duel. And that's really good. Seriously, watch Duel. I made a whole episode on it. I'm not plugging my channel. What are you talking about? But yeah, I'll give credit where credit's due. This is a important piece because it started James Cameron's career, but that doesn't mean I don't get to criticize this. Also, I mean, that may seem like a hypocrite. You're right. 4.5 out of 10. Mr. TRM, Doctor, we'll see you now. Oh, if you excuse me, I forgot to go get that commercial out of my mind. Bye, I guess. Alright, so what's the dealio? Well, I had this commercial that's disturbing I want to get out of my head. Sure, nothing else? Yeah, but like, it'll cost more. Fair enough. Well, I've had one other patient that this happened to. Oh, who was it? Vladimir Tainovsky. Oh. Well, you've heard of him? Well, I know there's only one thing to do with this situation. Hey, what are you doing with that needle? Don't worry, this will only take a second. Well, it can't get worse than this. I'll put on a movie for you. Ooh, how about Rio 2? It's one of my favorites. It got worse. It got worse. It got worse. Hold still.